Hello and welcome. I'm Mina, and in the second class of this series, we're going to explore Chin Mudra. Chin in Sanskrit means unrestricted consciousness. It's probably the most common meditation gesture. If we flip this palm down, we have Gyan Mudra, which is the mudra associated with wisdom and grounding. So these are the same mudras. One is flipped up, more for a sense of receptiveness, joyfulness, and one flipped down is more for grounding and wisdom. But they're both quite delicate, quite subtle in their effect. But as you time, when you practice meditating or moving with this, you'll feel that there's a sense of greater awareness, a greater awakening within your subtle body. So let's practice with this today. And we're going to add on from our flow that we did in the Anjali Mudra class, which was our palm facing forward and then flipping down and up to brush up against the heart. And from there, we're going to come into Chin Mudra. Let's do this one more time. From Anjali Mudra, flipping the palm forward, brushing up against the heart, and then moving into Chin Mudra by bringing thumb and index finger together. And from there, we might move back up, bring the hands together, etc. We will start our practice on our hands and knees. So transitioning onto our tabletop position, shoulders on top of the wrists, hips on top of your knees. Taking a moment to go through some gentle cat-cow. Inhale to lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine. Gaze towards the belly button. Inhale, open the heart. Gaze forward. And exhale, press into the earth to round. One more at your own pace. And then slowly we come into stillness, into a neutral position. From here, we extend the right foot back, toes tucked under, right heel reaches back. Left fingertips reach forward in Chin Mudra. So find that delicate gesture here. You can stay here or start to lift your right foot off of the floor in a bird dog variation. Reaching through your fingertips, through your heel. Wonderful. From here, bend your right knee and perhaps find your right toes with your left hand. And then also noticing that you're kind of creating a circular shape like you just did with your index finger and your thumb. You're also creating a seal here by connecting your hand and your foot. Take one more inhale here, lengthen, kick your foot back. And then slowly release, left hand, right knee down to the floor. Go through the other side. Starting with kicking your left heel back. And then right fingertips forward, finding Chin Mudra by connecting thumb and index finger. You can stay here again. Reach your left heel up. Keep on reaching through all of your limbs. Right shoulder moves back to integrate that shoulder blade onto the back of your heart. Perhaps bending your left knee, reaching with your right foot for your left toes. And again, becoming aware of the circular shape of the seal that you've just created. And then growing the shape, kicking the foot back. Take one more deep breath in. And then slowly release. Right hand, left knee down to the floor. And from here, freestyle cat-cow. You can move however you like to move. Grooving with your shoulders, your hips. Circles, wiggles, squiggles. And keep the breath full and organic. Nice. When you're ready, tucking your toes under and moving into your first downward facing dog. Again, you can walk it out. If you feel a little stiff, if you feel that you need some movement. And then coming into stillness here. Finding a length in the shape. You never have to straighten the knees. You never have to reach your heels to the floor. We want space. Nice. And then slowly walking your feet to the top of the mat. You can bend your knees. You can come onto your fingertips. Feet hip width distance apart for this first forward fold. Bend your knees and allow your upper body to just drape forward. If you like, you can bring your hands into Gyan Mudra here. Palms facing up. The more you bend your knees, the heavier your upper body can sort of just hang. Taking one more deep breath here. And then slowly reaching your tailbone towards the earth to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly coming to standing. Stacking your bones. If you like, you can roll your shoulders up, back and down to arrive in your Tadasana. And then let's start with our hands together in front of the heart. If you can, close your eyes here. If that's conducive for your balance, you can do so. Otherwise, softening your gaze, gazing down the tip of the nose for a moment so we can tune into our practice. Tune into our breath. The touch of the soles of your feet to your mat. And also the sense of your right hand touching your left hand. Your heart lifting up against your thumbs. And if you practice breathing Ujjayi, you're welcome to start breathing with a gentle hissing sound. Allowing your breath to lengthen, smooth out, and calm down. And today, again, as we practice with somewhat of a focus on our hands and the mudras, or gestures or seals, I invite you to bring a little bit more awareness into the hands and how these gestures affect your practice, your breath, the way the intention or perhaps the meaning of a pose changes. If you like, you can join me in bringing the chin closer toward the heart center, humbling our brains towards our hearts. And then lifting your gaze. And we'll start by going through a flowing mudra 3 times. So when you're ready, pointing the finger forward, downwards, brushing up against the heart, and then moving into Chin Mudra, lowering the hands. From here, as the inhale, reaching the arms out and up in Chin Mudra, and then becoming super aware as the hands touch again into Anjali Mudra, lowering the prayer down towards heart center. 2 more times. Inhale, brush. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep out and up. Then exhale, press the palms of the hands in, lowering to the heart. One last time. Inhale, brush up. Exhale, lowering the hands in Chin Mudra. Inhale, sweep out and up to gather energy. And then exhale. Hands into heart this time as you bend your knees slightly and start to fold forward into Uttanasana, your forward fold. Knees can be soft. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins to lengthen the front body. And exhale, gently start to fold into your forward fold. When you're ready, step your left foot all the way back to come into a high lunge. Find your balance, coming back into Anjali Mudra, like we did last time. Going through the flow. Inhale, brush up. Exhale, hands lower. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And as you exhale, hands glide down through heart center. Place your hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. As you exhale. Inhale, come forward to a plank position. And then exhale to lower in your own way in one piece, or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, let's come into a little cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale into a downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale, lifting the left leg up towards the sky to prepare. And exhale, step your left foot all the way through between your hands. Inhale to rise, hands into heart. Exhale, sink into the shape. Let's flow through the hands. Inhale, brush up on your heart. Exhale, lower the hands in Chin Mudra. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Gently place the hands together. Exhale, hands through the heart as you lower your hands all the way down to the floor and step forward to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, fold into the space you just created. Inhale, gentle bend in the knees. Arms out and up to touch the sky. Anjali Mudra. Exhale, hands into heart. Wonderful. Let's come into chair pose. Bend your knees. Same flowing mudra. Inhale, brush up on your heart. Exhale, hands down in Chin Mudra. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Touch the hands deliberately. And exhale, hands through center as you fold forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips down on the ground, or you can bring them to your shins, lengthen. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, step your right foot all the way back. Lower your right knee this time. And then rise into your crescent lunge. Through your flowing mudra. Inhale, brush up. Exhale, lower hands and chin mudra. Inhale, sweep out and up. And exhale, hands into heart. Wonderful. From here, we're going to bring our left hand onto the thigh, right hand in Chin Mudra, bend up and over, creating space through the right side body. And the right hand is a very delicate gesture. Take one more deep breath here, opening through the front, through the side. Inhale. And as you exhale, place your right hand down to the floor, to the inside of your left foot. Let fingertips reach up, coming into Chin Mudra. Just noticing the difference from your hands reaching up, fingertips spreading, or coming into this gentle gesture. One more inhale here. And then exhale. Place your left hand down, step back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, lower in your own way. Inhale, little cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to a downward facing dog. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, gaze forward, step your right foot in between the hands, lower your left knee. come up into your crescent lunge, hands into heart. Flowing mudra. Inhale, brush up. Exhale, hands down and chin. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, deliberately bring the hands together through to the heart in Anjali Mudra. Great, right hand onto thigh, left hand in Chin Mudra, reaching up and over. Creating space, sinking the hips forward and down. Beautiful. When you're ready, slowly bringing the left hand down to the floor. And this time, right hand in Chin Mudra, flowing up towards the sky, finding a gentle twist here. Becoming aware of this delicate gesture as you twist. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand down to the floor, stepping forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen from your pubic bone to your chin. And then exhale, belly button to the spine to fold a little bit deeper. Let's go back into a chair, hands into Anjali Mudra, sinking into the strength of your legs. Let's flow here. Inhale, brush up. Exhale, hands down in Chin Mudra. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, as your hands slide down into Anjali, straighten the legs. Come back up, Tadasana. Wonderful. Let's flow back down. Inhale, brush up. Exhale, down to Chin Mudra. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, as the hands come into Anjali Mudra, flow down into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, create space. And exhale and soften. Wonderful. Place your hands down to the floor and step. Beautiful. From here, let's flow through. Beautiful. From here, one more mudra flow. Inhale, brush up. Like you're offering something up. Exhale, down in Chin Mudra. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Reach up. Deliberately bring your hands together in front of the heart. And as your hands come down, lift up onto your tippy toes. Find your balance. Wonderful. We're going to slowly come down to sit on the heels. Nice. And then reach your arms forward and slowly come on to sit on your hips. You can always support yourself with your fingers. Wonderful. We're going to come into Navasana. You can always bring your hands behind the thighs to support you, or you can bring both hands in Chin Mudra. Reach them forward. If you like, you can extend your legs. 5 breaths. 2, 3. This juxtaposition of this delicate mudra, the strength of this pose. 4. Bit of shaking. And 5. Slowly lower the feet down to the ground. Hold on to the outsides of the knees. Inhale, lift your heart. And as you exhale, round, squeeze everything out. Beautiful. Inhale, lift to come up. Cross your legs and then press back into a downward facing dog. Wonderful. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Then exhale, bend your knee, stack the hips, and perhaps gaze over your left shoulder towards your right toes. Take one more inhale here, micro bend in the left leg. And as you exhale, gaze forward and step your right foot through in between the hands. Lower your right heel, getting right away ready for warrior 2. Wonderful. Finding a strong stance, shoulders relaxed. From here, we're going to come into a reverse warrior. Right palm facing up into chin mudra. Inhale, opening up through the right side. We're going to breathe here for a moment. Keep on sinking into your right knee. Perhaps gazing up towards your right hand. Wonderful. Next, inhale, straighten the front leg. We're going to come into a triangle. Right hand onto the shin, left hand up, and again, coming into chin mudra. Keep on spreading from the core out through all your limbs. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, gaze down, bend your right knee. Replace both hands, step back, downward facing dog. Right away, other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Gaze forward and step your left foot all the way through between your hands. Lower your right heel and then windmill up into warrior two. When you're ready, left hand into chin mudra. Reverse warrior opening through the right side of the body. Keep on sinking into your left knee. Reach your left fingertips up and back. Your next inhale, straighten the front leg, hinging at the hips, coming into triangle pose. Left hand onto shin, right fingertips up towards the sky. Right thumb and index finger touch for Gyan Mudra or Chin Mudra. One more inhale here, lengthen, reach out. And then as you exhale, gaze down, bend your left knee, right hand, left hand down, downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale to come forward to a plank. And then lower all the way in one piece, our knees, chest, and chin. Great. We're going to come into a half bow. So bending your left knee, and then reach for the foot from the outside. I'm going to move the blocks aside. Right hand to the front in Gyan Mudra. You can press your right hand into the floor and kick your left foot back for a half bow. Beautiful. You can keep the right hand connected to the floor or lift it up off of the floor. 2 more deep breaths. Wonderful. Slowly lowering the right hand. Release your left foot and relax your forehead. On your hands for a moment, you can shake your hips side to side. We'll move through the other side. Left hand reaching forward, right knee bends, grabbing your foot from the outside. Left hand in Chin Mudra. You can kick your foot into your hand, hand into your foot. Left hand can stay down or lift. Pulling the left shoulder back. 2, 3, 4, and then slowly lower. Again, stacking the hands. Relax your forehead. Shake your hips side to side. Beautiful. Replace your hands underneath your shoulders and then press back into a downward facing dog. From our downward facing dog, inhale to lift your right leg up towards the sky. And then bend your right knee, stack the hips. Feel like you can gaze over your left shoulder towards your right toes. Take one more inhale here, reach your right knee further up towards the sky. And then exhale, step your right foot all the way through between the hands, lower your right heel, preparing for warrior two. Windmilling the arms, arriving here in your warrior. Your next inhale, right hand in Chin Mudra, left hand onto your thigh, and then bending up and over into reverse warrior. Exhale, right forearm onto your thigh, left hand also in Chin Mudra, coming into variation of side angle. Breathing here for a moment, pressing through the feet, reaching out through your left fingers. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, extend your right leg to come into triangle. Right hand onto shin, left fingertips reach up towards the sky, perhaps gazing up. Becoming aware of this delicate hand gesture again. Beautiful. Your next inhale, press into your right foot to come up. And then exhale, windmill both hands down to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, let's right forward to a plank. And then exhale to lower in your own way. We're going to extend our right arm forward, bend the left knee to come into half bow. Reaching for the left foot from the outside, right hand in Chin Mudra. Start by kicking your left foot into hand, hand into foot, to create some tension here, some openness through the front of the chest. You can leave your right hand pressing into the floor to help you, or lift the right arm off of the floor as well. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower, both hands underneath the shoulders and press back to downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale to lift your left leg up towards the sky. And then bend your knee. Stack the hips. Perhaps gazing over your right shoulder to your left toes. Inhale here to become longer. And then exhale, gaze forward. Step your left foot between the hands. Ground your right heel, warrior 2. Arrive in the shape. Sink into your left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, left hand in Chin Mudra, opening up the left side. And then exhale, left forearm onto your thigh, right fingertips above you, also in Chin Mudra. Becoming longer here through the bones. Perhaps the gaze going towards your right Gyan Mudra or Chin Mudra. Inhale here. Exhale, extend your left leg and transition into triangle. Left hand can come onto your shin. Right hand still in Gyan Mudra. Allowing the shoulders to slide back and down. Inhale here. And then exhale, gaze down. And bring both hands down to the floor, step back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, right forward to a plank. And then exhale, knees, chest and chin, or coming down in one piece. This time, left arm extends forward. Right knee is bent. Reaching for your foot with your right hand. Left hand in Gyan Mudra. Start by kicking the foot into your hand into foot, so much that your upper body lifts. You can support yourself with the left hand or lift your left hand off of the floor for half bow. 3. Smile. 2. And 1. Lower, both hands underneath your shoulders. Press back, downward facing dog. Take one deep breath in here through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's keep on moving. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Again, bend your knee. Stack the hips, gazing over your left shoulder. Inhale here to lengthen, prepare. Exhale without a sound, step your right foot through between the hands. This time, Warrior one. Lowering your left heel. When you're ready, hands into Anjali Mudra. Let's go through a mudra flow here. Inhale to brush up, offering up. Exhale, lowering hands and chin mudra. Inhale, sweeping the arms out and up. Hands coming into Anjali Mudra. With precision, lowering the hands into heart. Come onto your left tippy toes, preparing to shift into Warrior 3. When you're ready, lift off. Left foot super active, kicking back. Hands into heart, shoulders squeezing in. Beautiful. Take one more inhale here to become longer. Stretch out through all your bones. And then bend your left knee to come into standing. Beautiful. Find your balance here. From here, we're going to transition into a dancer. Left hand grabs the inside of your left foot. Right hand into chin mudra. Start by reaching your knee down towards the floor and then kicking your foot into your hand like we did before on the floor. Right hand reaches forward and then start to create this bow shape by kicking the foot even further back, perhaps reaching forward. Gaze is steady. Breath is flowing. Hand is in a delicate mudra. Inhale, slowly come back up. Knee into chest, hands into heart, back into Anjali Mudra. And then slowly transitioning back out the way we went in, through Warrior 3. Active left heel. And then slowly connecting your left toes to the floor, back into Warrior 1. Let's reach the prayer up towards the sky. And then exhale, deliberately, both hands down to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. If you'd like to take a vinyasa here in between of your choice, you're welcome to do so. You can rest in down dog, child. We all meet in a downward facing dog. Wonderful. Left side. Lifting your left leg up towards the sky. Bend your knee, stack the hips, and open the hips here. Perhaps gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale here. And then exhale, stepping your left foot between the hands. Lower your right heel, preparing for Warrior 1. Hands into heart. Nice mudra flow. Inhale, brush up. Exhale, hands down in chin mudra. Inhale, sweep up. And then exhale, hands into heart as you slowly transition your weight into left foot. Come forward into Warrior 3. Reach back through your right foot. Heart reaches forward. Find your balance. One more inhale. And then exhale, right knee to chest as you stand up. Beautiful. From here, transitioning into dancer. Right hand to the inside of your right foot. Left hand in Gyan Mudra, reaching up. Knee reaches down towards the floor, opening the front of the thigh here. And then slowly starting to kick the foot into the hand. Hand pulls back to create this bow shape. If you like, you can start to tip forward, reaching your left hand forward. Keep on kicking the foot back. Wonderful. Slowly coming back. Left arm reaches back up. Knee to chest. Hands to heart. Back through Warrior 3. Bend your standing leg a little bit. Kick your right foot back. Heart reaches forward, and then slowly anticipating the floor as you replace your right foot into Warrior 1. Reach a prayer up. Sink into your left knee. And then deliberately place your prayer back down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Wonderful. Again, taking a vinyasa if you like. Or you can rest here, rest in child, making it your practice. One more flow. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. Bend your right knee, stack the hip, gaze over your left shoulder. And then exhale this time, coming into pigeon pose. So bringing your shin forward, right knee towards your right hand. And this angle is not important here today. Your heel can be closer to your pubic bone. You can untuck your left toes. Inhale here to open through the front of the heart. And then as you exhale, folding, bringing both hands into chin mudra, palms facing up. And then breathing here for a moment. And relaxing your hands. And feeling into the receptive nature of this gesture. Wonderful. And slowly lifting your gaze, replace your hands to lift your upper body up. And then sit onto your right hip, and you're going to swing the left leg all the way around to come into a seated twist. If this is a little bit too much for your hips, you can extend your right leg out in front. If you're okay here, feeling both sit bones grounded, left foot active. Left fingertips behind you for support. Inhale, reach your right arm up, right hand in chin mudra. And then exhale, starting to twist from the belly to the left, right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. And as you exhale, starting to pull your belly button in towards the spine, and then twisting from your heart, perhaps gazing over your left shoulder. One more breath. Beautiful. Slowly coming back to center. Tiny counter twist to exhale. And then gazing forward, swinging the left leg all the way back. Replace your hands and step to downward facing dog. Another vinyasa of your choice, or resting, whatever it is that you need. And when you're ready, we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left leg up towards the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hips, gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale to create space. And exhale. Left shin forward into pigeon. Perhaps you need a block under your hip, adjusting the practice to your needs. Then untucking your right toes. Inhale here for space. And as you exhale, starting to fold forward. Palms up, hands in chin mudra. And then practice being receptive. Feeling your breath. Receiving the breath. And creating harmony between your inhale and your exhale. And when you're ready, slowly lift your gaze, replace your hands, and then sit on your left hip. Just swing your right leg around. Again, taking the variation with your left leg extended, if you did so on the other side. When you're ready for a twist, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, lengthen through the left side, left hand in Gyan Mudra, and then exhale to twist to the right, hooking your elbow to the outside of the thigh. Inhale for space. And exhale, belly button to spine as you start to twist from your right shoulder, reaching your heart back. On your next inhale, coming back to center, baby counter twist. And then swing your right leg all the way back, hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. Last vinyasa, if you like. Either way, we meet in a child's pose. Toes together, knees together or apart. Again, coming into that variation with your hands to the back of your neck in Anjali Mudra. Feeling the breath in your back body. Feeling the potency and the precision in this gesture. And then slowly release your hands, gaze forward, and then sit on your hips. You can swing the legs out to the side. And then move your hips forward so you can slowly come onto your back. Hands again in Chin Mudra as you roll down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Extending your legs and then bending your right knee into the chest. Massaging your ascending colon. And then holding on to the right knee with your left hand in Gyan Mudra, coming into reclined twist. Perhaps gazing over your right shoulder, allowing your spine to release. And then slowly gazing back to center, switching legs, left knee to chest, right leg extends. Bringing your knee to your belly, activating the descending colon. Right hand to the outside of your left knee, left hand in Chin Mudra. Bringing your knee over to the right, perhaps gazing to the left. And then coming back to the middle, hugging both knees into the chest. If you like to take a happy baby, you're welcome to do so. Allowing both shoulders to be relaxed on the floor, reaching your tailbone down to the floor as well. And then slowly splaying out into Shavasana. Feet at least as wide as the mat, palms facing up. You can press into your elbows and the back of your head to lift the back of your heart, and then glide your shoulder blades down the back of your heart, So you feel a little bit more open through your front body. If you like to take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, you're welcome to do so. And then dropping everything into the floor, through the floor into the earth. Allow you to be received by gravity. All the intention and awareness we've been carrying through the hands, you can let go of that as well, letting your fingers curl up naturally. And the conscious breath, we can also give that over to our bodies so we can be breathed by our bodies. I'm going to stay quiet for a moment so you can absorb and integrate everything we did in Shavasana. If you can stay longer here on your back, wonderful. But if you like to slowly come out with me, out of the practice, you can start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Perhaps you'd like to stretch your arms up above the head. Reach out through your toes. Yawn. Before you bend your knees and roll on to one side to come into a fetal position, where you can drop everything you don't need into the floor before you resume your life. Gently pressing up, eyes closed or gentle gaze. Finding a comfortable seat for just one moment so we can close the space together. Hands back in front of your heart, feeling your left hand touching your right hand. Feeling your heart beating, feeling the warmth, the vibrations of your heart. And we'll go through our mudra flow one last time. So when you're ready, inhale. Brush up onto your heart. Release your hands down into mudra. Inhale, reach out and up. Touching the hands together. Lower your prayer into your heart. And then bow down towards your fingertips in a gesture of gratitude. And I thank you very much for sharing this practice. Namaste.